One of the factors that complicates a construction injury case is the regulatory scheme, right? And that begins at the top at the federal level through OSHA. That's the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. They have their own safety standards that apply to general contractors and workers on construction sites. As you take a step down, you can have state level construction codes. They can vary state by state. Those are going to be important and apply to your case depending on where it happens. Below that, you can also have county level and municipal level codes that can apply to construction projects. So you've got many layers of regulatory codes that could apply to your specific case. You need a really detailed understanding of those codes and access to how to find them and learn about them to prosecute these cases. Setting aside the regulatory scheme, there's also the contracts. These contracts can be hundreds, if not thousands, of pages long, and they're designed by attorneys at the request of big corporations to insulate them from fault, to insulate them from liability. And one of the biggest issues that you face when you're up against one of these big companies, you're up against the insurance industry, when you're dealing with an injury that you suffered on a construction site, is the complexity of those contracts. They're hard for anybody to read. You really need a skilled construction attorney who has significant experience picking through those contracts and figuring out exactly how responsibility is shifted and allocated to represent you. So some of the other complicating factors when you're pursuing a construction injury case or a construction site case are, number one, time. Time is of the essence for a number of reasons. Number one, you have a limited statute of limitations. That's the period of time within which you have to file your claim. Before you get there, you may have a claim against a municipal or public entity. If that happens, there are tort claim notice filing requirements within 90 days of the injury. So you have to move very quickly. The other complicating factor that I would say we see most often with respect to time is the loss of evidence. A person gets hurt on the job site, they're seriously injured, there may be a lengthy hospital stay after that. During that time, the construction largely goes on, and the condition that caused your injury, that may be bulldozed by the time people get around to looking at it. It's really important to act quickly in these cases to make sure that we're gathering evidence and saving it. So when you get hurt on a job site, you've been injured, and there's some thought of pursuing a claim, the steps that you can take, that you should take when you're trying to preserve evidence and make sure that there's a record of what happened. Number one, if you're well enough to do it, take pictures. If you know witnesses in the area, make sure you have their names, make sure you have their contact numbers. It could be your coworkers, it could be friends. Beyond that, make sure you're reporting all injuries to your employer. Make sure you're reporting injuries to any site safety manager. Make sure you report to the general contractor. They have overall site safety responsibilities for you and your colleagues. You can report to your local OSHA office. You can simply do a Google search, call it in, and report your injury. So if you're reporting what happened and no one's doing anything about it, you need to make sure somebody's taking it down. You need to make sure somebody's recording this. If your option is law enforcement, then that's what I would do.